This is me doing stand-up comedy. I used to do stand-up comedy, I don't do it anymore. I was judged too offensive for Ireland. This is a man laughing at my stand-up comedy. Proof. Proof were needed that I was in fact hilarious, but I'll let you judge for yourself. Here's a very brief snippet of my stand-up comedy.
Does your scripted sound? That sound. She found my bottom.
I am discussing analingus. There's nothing wrong with that. If anyone would like to try it later, I can extend on the topic further. And I am doing a silly voice, but I didn't make it up. It's a real voice. It's the voice of this man, Edgar Oliver, who is New York's realist playwright. And in fact, a little known fact, I stole my whole personality from this man. Here's him doing his comedy.
And I got the distinct impression that she meant I could lie the little boy forever. And I wish to this day that I'd asked how much
I don't know if you can make that out. He's talking about the time that a man offered Sam a little boy, and he kind of regretted that he hadn't bought the little boy. But I was doing it ironically, and I got into trouble. What happened was I was performing one night in a little venue in Dublin, and I got dragged off stage because someone complained. I was vigorously annoyed at this, and free speech to the UN, called them in. They deal with that. And I did the worst thing possible. I went home and I wrote on Facebook about it, and this is what I wrote. It might come across as overly strong, but bear in mind, I've been sitting there all evening, waiting for my 7 minutes unpaid spot. And I wrote, just got pulled off stage, 2 minutes into a set I waited 3 hours to do because the venue was offended. Fuck the most cowardly, two-faced, line-towing MC in Dublin. I won't name the scumbag, but here's the clue. He's nuts, and he imagines he's the embodiment of integrity, definition of hypocrisy. That was a little harsh. But who could have predicted what would follow? The ensuing Facebook thread continued almost infinitely. Every comedian in Dublin getting involved. The more people got involved, the friends of their friends saw it, hopped in with a comment, all of them trying to provoke me falling for it every time, until I insulted every comedy promoter in the entire city, and then the country, and it kept going and going, and every day I would wake up and I would get dragged back into the argument. In the end, I deleted it, but not before it had grown this long. 257 Facebook comments, which went from the quite reasonable, fair enough, to the overly harsh, I think, from the condemnatory to the accusatory. I definitely wasn't involved in that. This is probably the worst comment, though. Perhaps you're confusing male sexuality with your own. Which is actually quite clever, but this is the nicest. Just not laugh out loud. More sort of hush. Friend of mine. This proved to be the most accurate. Comedy Chernobyl, never to perform in this town again. In fact, this is such a famous incident amongst comedians that they actually call it Gareth Gate. I thought Comedy Chernobyl was better, but you don't get to pick what your scandal is called, apparently.